Hi, and welcome to the last, almost the presentation with Eva Amaral, life and career coach. Hi, Eva. How are you doing today?
Hi, Urvashi. Thank you so much for having me tonight. It's great to be
Um,
here.
well, we are also happy to have you here. So, a little bit of an introduction about Eva. So, she is a life and a career coach who helps her international clients with personal and a professional transitions. She's a passionate about the people development and a human interaction. She has started her coaching business Multipaths in 2016. Today, she will speak about the ingredients for successful career moves.
Thank you,
So, Eva,
Urvashi.
stage is yours.
Thank you so much for the introduction. I'm going to share my screen. Please let me know if everything is working fine. Just a few seconds. Okay. So, as Urvashi was very kindly introducing me, I'm going to speak about how do you choose the next career move? Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the ingredients for a successful career move. And you might say that a CV, a good presentation, at an interview are all good factors indeed. But today I'm going to go with you to the core. Okay, I'm going to go to the foundation for any transition in your career. And I hope that by the end of the presentation, you have already a few tips and some actions already to perform at the end in order to get you closer to that career move that you're willing to make. And I would like to start by inviting you to do a little exercise, and feel free to share in the chat or to take a note on your notebook. But I would like you to jot down the first feelings that come to your mind that you would like to experience at work, things that you would like to experience on a daily basis. Okay, write down the first things that come to your mind. And I'll give you approximately a minute to think about this and to write it down. I hope that you are brainstorming a little bit. Think about the things that you would really like to feel at work, okay? And I would like to share with you some of the things that my clients describe to me as wanting to feel at work, okay? Some of the words are fulfillment, meaning, energy, satisfaction, joy, impact, purpose, happiness, competence, and self-actualization. I'm not sure if you also had some of the same words, but it's interesting that most of the people always get the same words, okay? At least some of them. And in today's presentation, I hope that I can share some things for you to do in order to get you closer to those feelings as well. So I'm Eva Amaral. I've been working with people for over 15 years now, not only as a coach, but I've worked as a psychologist before as well, and in human resources, recruitment. And throughout my experience, I've noticed that there are a few common factors that play a role when people want to make some kind of transition, such as a career transition. Okay, so I would like to share my perspective on that today. And to be clear, when I use the term career move and the context of this presentation, I'm referring to any kind of change that you wish to do in your working life. So this could be actually a promotion, for example, or a lateral move at the company that you're working at. It could also be landing your first job or going back to the job market after staying out for a while, because you're taking some kind of break. And it can be also about looking for a new job or even transition to a totally and completely different career or job or field. And of course, we all have our motives to make a career move. And obviously, these vary from person to person, but also for the same person, these may differ in different stages of our lives and according to different circumstances of our lives. So I'm not going to get into why people make career moves, but I would like to share with you the factors that I believe that play a role in every career transition. And these are connection and mindset. And I would like to start by talking to you about mindset. Mindset can be defined as a series of self-perceptions or beliefs people hold about themselves. So these beliefs determine how you make sense of yourself, how you make sense of the immediate environment, about your world. Okay. And the mindset has a strong impact in your behaviors, because it can influence whether or not you pursue and therefore achieve your goals as well. So a mindset can act either as your biggest enhancer, but also as your biggest saboteur. Carol Dweck, professor and researcher at Stanford University, she talks about how a fixed mindset creates a feeling of failure and paralysis. This fixed mindset stands on the belief that our abilities and our intelligence are set in stone. They are defined at birth, and that's it. So as you can imagine, this works as a sabotaging factor, because people with a fixed mindset, they won't even start something because they believe they won't be able to do it. Okay? And people with a fixed mindset, when they are confronted with challenges or failures, they make up excuses for their failures or why they don't want to do something. Okay? They don't believe they can do it. A lot of clients that I have, or they came to me, had or have this fixed mindset. And they say things such as, I am an idiot, life isn't fair, and all efforts are useless. That's just who I am. I cannot change it. If I don't try, then I won't fail. And I am a failure. Heartbreaking, right? However, Carol Dweck talks about another kind of mindset, the growth mindset. And she believes that a person is not aware of their true potential until they actually dedicate themselves in achieving whatever goal they set for themselves. She believes it is impossible to foresee what can be accomplished with years of passion, toil, and training. And according to Carol, the growth mindset is based on the belief that your basic qualities are things that you can cultivate through your efforts, through your strategies and help from others. That anyone can actually grow and change through application and through experience, regardless of their talents, aptitudes, interests, or temperament. So this growth mindset allows people to embrace failure and to learn from it. And as you understand, learning from failure is crucial to develop resilience. Resilience is what makes us persevere. It is what makes us thrive through challenging times. The good news is that fixed mindset is not set in stone. So a growth mindset is actually possible to grow. Okay, so everything you require practice and effort. So we've heard this before, right? So my clients who develop this kind of mindset, they start saying things such as, it's never too late to learn. It's okay if I fail. At least I've learned something. What can I do better next time to make this work? And my all-time favorite, I cannot do that yet. This yet is absolutely magical. You know, people change and they start developing this growth mindset once they start applying this yet. Okay. And if you don't believe me, check for yourself. Say, I cannot do it, and then try, I cannot do it yet. You see the difference that it makes. And now I would like to talk to you about connection. Okay, and I'm going to tackle this connection with your inner world and with your external world. This connection with yourself, with your inner world, means working on your self-knowledge, on your self-awareness. It can be extremely valuable to know what activities, for example, give you pleasure, or what are the things that drain your energy, or the things that give you energy. It's important to know what you're good at and what are the things that you would rather postpone or pass it on to others at the first opportunity. So you agree with me, right? And this helps also to know your essence, okay? You learn how to answer that question, who you are. I have a little challenge for you this week. I would like you to start digging into this knowledge already if you'd like tonight. Okay, so what I'm going to propose is that you get a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, I don't know what is your evening beverage, get a notebook and a pen or your laptop, and ask yourself the following question: what are the words that describe me? Okay, think about that. And then you can go, what are my values? What are my talents? What are my skills and my transferable skills? What are my strengths, my assets, my fears? What are my limiting beliefs? What are my weaknesses? And points for improvement. And you can even go as far as asking your friends and family this question: what are the best words that describe me? You'll get so much insight. It's unbelievable. So here's a challenge for you. And why is this important? I love metaphors, so I'm going to use one if you allow me. Just imagine that you have an orange, okay? And there are many things that you can do with an orange, but you don't use it in its full potential usually. So you look at the orange and you think, oh, I might eat it, or I might squeeze some juice out of it. You throw out the rest of the orange, it remains, off it goes, orange served its purpose. Now imagine that you would like to use all the components of the orange without going to waste. I don't know, maybe you are into sustainable cooking or something like that. And you start Googling about what to do with all the components of an orange, with a whole orange, okay? And you start finding out a purpose and a use for all the components of the orange, for its seeds, for its skin, for its juice, everything. So this purpose for every component, you know that you had no idea of its potential, right? And you start finding it. So look at yourself as if you're an orange, full of wasted potential, okay? I don't know if you are acquainted with the annoying orange. If you aren't, go on YouTube and Google it. It has the ability to annoy the heck out of you as well. Anyway, putting jokes aside, doing this work will help you to find what are your qualities, okay? Your unique qualities, your characteristics, your signature strengths, okay? By raising the self-awareness and bringing these hidden qualities into the surface will allow you to identify them, develop them, and then put them into use in your everyday life and at your work, for example. Okay, so it will also help you to understand what kind of situations and environments trigger feelings of congruence and authenticity, and what are the ones that don't, and you start to understand also why. And how can we link this to growth mindset? So This growth mindset it is important for this process to happen. The growth mindset will allow you to not stop at gathering knowledge about yourself, but would also help you to apply this information and to continue to develop your potential. Okay. And according to research, regardless of the content of the job, okay, the more signature strengths you actually put into action at work, the higher people's subjective positive experiences will be. So, studies also show that applying these strengths at work has a strong impact on job performance because it increases things such as satisfaction, engagement, and experience meaning. Now, remember these. Can you see the link now? Can you see how the cycle is complete? So by putting these strengths into action, you really get closer to these feelings. You can see the connection now. So in summary, first you dig into your signature strengths, okay? Get to know yourself, get to know your potential. Secondly, you work on these strengths with the help of a growth mindset. And then you put them into action. We saw how this knowledge about yourself helps to clarify what's important to you and what abilities you have to offer. And this will help you to connect with the external world. Now we're going to talk a little bit about that. It will help us to connect to opportunities. Okay, so when you make connections with other people, when you're doing research, when you expose yourself to information, you are connecting with this outside world. And this connection helps you to find out what the world needs and how you could actually contribute with your signature strengths. So this information helps you to make a connection between who you are, what you can bring, and how to apply it. It helps to bridge that inner world to the external world that I talked about. So this helps actually to find your purpose. But there are also more advantages. Exposing yourself to new people, new situations, new environments will help you to expand also your current point of view. When we are very self-focused, it might be hard to adopt a different point of view about ourselves, especially. So these social interactions will help you to boost your creativity and your problem-solving skills. How, you may ask? So basically, you are exposing yourself to new people, to new life stories, to new experiences. And what do these people do professionally? How is their life? Okay. And another advantage is that you actually get to share your story, get to share your personality and your goals. And you might even go a step further. If you know what you would like to pursue next, you can even try to find and connect to people who are in the position that you're aiming for and learn from them, ask them questions, and actually model their skills. Okay? And please remember that these connections are the key to open doors to any kind of transition, be it a new job, a new career, or even love relationship. Okay? So get out there, get to know people, and expand your network. And we are now coming at the end of our presentation, but I would like to leave you with a very important message. If you want something to change, you must take action. And so you have to keep moving, keep experimenting, keep meeting new people. Initiate a chain of action. So once you start an action in an area of your life, there will be a whole network of changes that will come. And finally, to close my presentation, I would like to leave you with Conrad Hilton's quote, which I love. Success seems to be connected with action. Successful people keep moving. They make mistakes, but they don't quit. So don't quit, just restart. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eva, for this wonderful talk.
Thank
Uh,
you.
let's have the question and answer.
Sure.
So the first question here is that according to your experience, which ingredient would you say is the most necessary for a successful career move?
Connection and mindset, indeed.
Connection and
So
mindset.
the thing that I work the most with my clients is actually understand what are their values. Okay, the values move us into action. They're almost like um, our guide when we need to make decisions. If you know your values, you know what's more important for you. So it's easier to make decisions when you know what's important for you and what you value. And of course, it's not all. Getting to know your strengths and all those questions I suggested, your values, your strengths, your assets, even your points for improvement, get to know yourself as much as you can, because this will help you also to answer, for example, in interviews. It will help you to define what's important for you and to choose your next career or your next job. So that's what I would focus on.
Thank you. And the next question is how, like in these days, a lot of people are facing this demotivation, sort of demotivation of feeling of where are you going? You have no idea. There is no certainty to be just, let's put it that way. There is no certainty this time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so how to keep yourself always constant into this positive zone that you can do it and there is a hope and there is a chance.
I think being always positive is not possible, and it's overrated. We all need to have our positive and negative or less positive moments. Okay, nobody's always very positive and optimistic. That doesn't exist. Okay,
Yeah.
the growth mindset, it's all about you cannot do something yet. Okay, so you don't sabotage yourself from the beginning. You just keep on working until you can achieve little things that you set for yourself. You don't have to aim for very high. You need to set small goals that you can actually achieve. And by
Mm-hmm.
setting small goals and achieving them, this will give you a sense of purpose. It will give you a sense of fulfillment as well, and say, wow, I can do it. It might be a small step, but I'm going forward. And that's the most important thing. It doesn't matter if you go fast. It's important that you keep moving. And that's what's important to happen. That's why you need to take action. And it
Yeah.
might be as small as, tomorrow I'm going to get out of bed a bit early. It might be something as small as that, but you need to set for yourself little goals for every day and just fulfill them. Okay.
Yeah, this was really informative. I think we tend to set very higher goals, and then
Yeah.
you end up doing nothing and feeling like so bad about it. And I think that's the thing, that just start with a slower process. And this whole being positive, I was just on the social media looks good, but that's true.
Yeah.
There's in reality, it's not. There's a lot to
Exactly.
learn there. Thank you
Yes.
so much. This was
Thank
really,
you.
even personally, I feel like very helpful. I must start thinking about it and just doing as you said.
Thank you.
So thanks to everyone also to join us here today and spending your valuable time with us. And a special thanks to Eva for this informative talk and also
Thank you.
this sense of certainty to just give it to us. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, everyone. All right. Feel free to
Bye.
connect. Bye.